Hi Girl Scouts, I am Allie Barnes and I am here for your Wednesday Outdoor Challenge. Today is beanbag toss. This challenge will be pretty easy for some of you to put together if you already have cornhole or some other beanbag toss game. For the rest of us, we're going to do some work to put together targets and beanbags, and then we'll be able to play. So if you already have the supplies, Girl Scouts, I challenge you to invite family or friends that are already coming to your house during social distancing to play outside with you for at least half an hour with your beanbag toss game. You can invent new rules and new ways of playing to keep this fun for you. Maybe for a round you have to toss everything under a leg, or you have to hop every time you throw it. So you can create different ways to keep it fun, keep it interesting. All right, so for the rest of us, we're going to have to come up with ways to make our own goals or targets and our own beanbags. So for goals or targets, one easy way is that you can grab some chalk and an area that is safe from cars where you can play. So you can chalk out different targets and put point values in the targets and then throw your beanbags at those. I encourage you to put some targets farther away, some closer to you. Maybe there's tiny targets that are worth more points than large targets. Another great thing, if you have multi-family, multi-ages playing this game, then think about different starting lines. Older kids or parents have to start further back than younger kids. If you don't have chalk or an easy area to chalk and play safely from cars, another thing you can do is grab plates, bowls, frisbees. This makes a great target laying on the grass. This makes a great, easy, large target, maybe for less points. And then I can cut out pieces of paper and tape those to my targets, and they can be worth more points if they're farther away or more points if they are a smaller target. And I can even rearrange those later to keep the fun going. So those are great. If they're paper plates or styrofoam plates, you can even draw the point values right on the plates or bowls. For your bean bags, there are several different ways to make some. I have 3 different options listed under the materials list on the Girl Scouts of Central Indiana website. So if you don't have a sewing machine or you don't have a hot glue gun, this is going to be your easiest, quickest way. It'll look a little less like the flat bean bags, but it still works great. So this is the no sew, no hot glue gun method. I'm going to take an old sock. So if this sock happens to be one for me that has no partners, it's a lone sock. So old socks or socks where you can't find the partners are great for this. And you don't have to have all the same type of sock. So I'm going to cut off the toe. Turn this inside out. And I'm going to tie off what was that toe area. If I do this to all of them, it just makes it look a little more even, makes them all the same. So I'm going to do a single knot and tie off the toe area. All right, so I'm going to pull that tight. And then I'm going to put it right side back out. So that's where I tied off the toe area. So if you do that to all of them, that'll be the bottom, what the bottom of your bean bag looks like. Then I'm going to take some lentils, dried beans, dried rice, any kind of dry, heavy good works for this. And I'm going to measure out how much I'm putting in. So half a cup is a good amount. So I'll measure half a cup. I'll put it in my sock. And then I'll do another single knot and cut off the remaining bit. And I'll do that until I have the amount of bean bags I want. I can use all different socks, it doesn't matter. If I tie off the bottom, it'll look the same on all of them, and then just cut off the excess at the top. And you'll have a round bean bag that you can use for this type of tossing game. It is great to make those square bean bags if you do have a hot glue gun, if you do have a hot glue gun, or if you do have a sewing machine, or you're willing to take the time to hand stitch them. Because with those you can play all sorts of games. I can balance them on my head, I can throw some sort of goal-oriented game like this, I can set up half-filled water bottles and try to knock them down. There's a lot of possibilities with bean bags. Juggling, I could try juggling. Alright, so your challenge for this week is to play a bean bag toss game. Some of you might have to make it, some of you already have it. But get outside and play some bean bag toss. An oldie but a goodie. I can't wait to see what your game looks like, what you're challenging yourself to. So make sure that you share your photos through the link on the Girl Scout website. I'll see you next week for your next outdoor challenge.